Hi everyone, we're Group 23 and we're going to be explaining older people in cities. The main topics in this public debate are 1. Smart cities, the older people's role in them. 2. Whether older people should be living with the rest of us in cities or whether they'd be better suited in rural areas. And finally, 3. How older people contribute or take away from society.
In the world today, urbanization is occurring at a phenomenal rate. Cities are expanding to connect more people from rural areas to cities, which means that the population density is increasing. In order to keep up with the demand and provide the efficient services to every individual, many cities have turned their city into a smart city. By definition, a smart city is an urban area that uses information communication technologies to increase the operational and maintenance efficiencies so that the quality of governance and citizen welfare can be enhanced. It is estimated that the population of older people will grow by 56% between the years 2015 to 2030. For example, in the UK, the population of over 65s will increase from 17% in 2010 to 23% by 2035, and the over 85s will increase from 1.4 million to 3.5 million over the same period. Therefore, when developing technologies for smart cities, the engineer should consider the different social, housing, transport, health, and mobility needs that older people require. The use of information technology can obtain population and demographic data, which can then be used as a guide tool for designing smart cities that cater to the needs of different groups of people. We've had the honor to speak to Nadine Ibrahim, Register Chair in Urban Engineering, and asked her for her opinion on the definitions we provided for what a smart city is.
The definition you've read here makes sense to me, and I agree with it because of one condition. You did not identify as the city being smart, but it was the collection of the data. And so, because of that, I would agree with that definition. It's the people who are smart. It's not the city that is smart, but if the city has the tools to leverage to collect that data. It's up to us how we use that data.
The main concern regarding older people living in rural areas is the scarce social and medical health facilities available. Rural areas have a transportation commuting issue based on the scarcity between households and community services. For an aging society to work, there needs to be a movement back into urban centers. Cities need to be designed by taking into consideration older people's needs. Dr. Ibrahim states the following.
Older people have different needs. They have special needs, and we're not talking about disability. We're just talking about special needs due to their age and due to their mobility, perhaps, or health issues. And so in your statement, you said services, safety, affordability. I'm going to also add social inclusion and well-being, which tend to be more of a focus for older populations. And so I would argue, my opinion would be that it is not ideal for them to age in place or grow in place in rural settings because I feel cities would cater better to their needs.
As populations grow older, their contributions to society begin to differ due to their circumstances. Society benefits from older people's time in terms of volunteerism in several organizations or mentoring the younger generations. Due to the free time in their hands, the older population has been a primary contributor to a Toronto program called 360 Kids. They are basically hosting youth without somewhere to sleep, committing for one night, and if a good relationship's developed, the youth can stay in the home for a lot longer. This program helps keep youth off of the streets and homeless shelters. Another positive contribution would include how older people are pushing innovation in transportation. Older populations lose their driving privileges as their vision and mobility reduces, which is allowing for organizations to develop innovative solutions to target that specific market. Such innovations would include bus hailing softwares that are being piloted in Belleville, Ontario right now, and autonomous vehicle technologies being piloted and developed around the world. Some of the negative contributions to society by older people can be seen in healthcare. As people age, their need for healthcare benefits are substantially increased, meaning more funding is spent on the older population. They can also be viewed by many others as not contributing to society in any meaningful way. So what have we learned so far? 1. Older people can play many different roles which can be small or large in future cities or better known as smart cities. 2. Older people can obviously choose whether they want to live in cities or not by diversity of resources in cities can help them decide if cities are for them. And 3. Older people can contribute many positive and negative things to societies and it's important to destigmatize the negative associations often made with that population.